Hey everyone, it's Full Self-Driven back again with another video. Today we have a product from Hansshow. It is the H86 rear display model. They have multiple ones on their site, but this is the H86. We're going to be installing it today in our Tesla Model 3 2023. Straight out of the box, you get the rear display. As you can see here, there's a screen protector on it. I'll be installing that in just a moment. You also get the wiring harness, as well as a pry tool, so you can get in to where the OBD2 port is underneath the center console in the rear. And you have a USB-C to USB-A plug here. You have two ports back here, and one of them is power and one of them is data as well as power, so you can transfer files and whatnot to the onboard storage inside the device. We're going to get in the back seat and get straight into the installation. Join us. So we're going to jump right into the rear seat. In here, so we're going to start. We are going to take this off, and we're going to use right here. It's a cap for the power. It currently goes to the USB back here because we're going to be pulling power from the OBD2 port now and running that up for the new plugs on the Android device rear screen that we will be installing. So to get this off, basically it's just going to snap right off. You can put your finger, right on here, your other finger on the exact opposite side, and you're going to lift like upward and towards you. I'll do it real quick. So grab it right here, up, out, right, just like that. You're gonna have that power connection right here. Zooming for y'all so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. And you're just gonna be able to, on the bottom, you can see how it comes undone. Just kind of pull up a little bit on this tab, and then you can pull the wire out. I'll do that right now for y'all. Right here, push on the tab, and it should come right over that, and then you can just wiggle it, it comes right out. It's basically how you take that off. You won't be needing this anymore. So once you get off the rear AC vents and USB ports, you can then take the cap I was talking about. You can come over here. Sorry about that. You can take that cap. You'll basically just plug it in. You'll see where the tab is to go the correct direction. Then you can just snap it into place. Once you snap that into place, I didn't snap fully. There we go. You hear it snap. Won't be needing that anymore. And we'll jump down here to where this is. I'm gonna pull out, turn off the camera, jump to the taking that off. Basically, you use a pry tool to pry around the edges and get it off. Mine should come off much easier because I've added accessories before, but I'm going to remove the floor mat right now. Model Y won't need to necessarily remove your floor mats, but Model 3, if you have, aftermarket WeatherTech or something floor mats, you'll have to remove them because they come up higher and it's just a pain. So I'm gonna take that out real quick and we'll jump to it. And we're just gonna make sure that we jump to the front real quick before we go down there. I'm gonna jump up here and power off the car real quick. What is service? Safety. And down to power off. So go into safety, power off the car. It shouldn't turn itself back on as long as you don't open or close any doors or, you know, sit in one of the front seats. So we'll jump down here and show you what we're gonna do. So you should be able to pull on either side of this panel. I'll show you that now, demonstrate it. Basically, you can use a pry tool to pry on the sides around, but mine will come off much easier. And it'll have about 7 or so snaps. My other side I had to use 2 hands, but yeah, it comes off. So in there, it's gonna look a little different from mine because I've got more accessories in there. I'll have to daisy chain it off, but we'll show you exactly how to get that done. You'll basically just unplug the 2 blues, and then you'll plug in the cable that Hansshow provided in the box. I'll show you that now. Now you're going to take the wiring harness provided in the box to bridge that connection down there between these two, and then you'll have power for your screen and power for your new ports on the screen. You can fish it down through and up through here. We're just going to take off these 2 right here, another one on the opposite side. We're gonna take those off with an Allen wrench real quick. That way it's much easier to snap this off and then feed the wire through, snap it back on, than it is to try to fish it through there. So we're gonna jump to that real quick. So once you've taken the bolts out, 2 screws from right there, you should just be able to grab right underneath. Kind of put your finger here for leverage, and on the other side, exact same thing, and you'll just pull downward. I'll show you that here in a second. Grab right here and right here, and it just snaps basically down and out of these 2 things, right? This is the one that you had running before, and now we're just gonna run basically the new ones up through here. And you'll be able to snap this panel back over. Just make sure everything's clear and you're not going to be snapping a wire, but it'll snap fairly right back into place how you had it there, there, down below. Snaps really easy, right back into place like that. So after you run your new wires through and you strap that back on, you can put your bolts back on, but I'm gonna wait to do that. I'm going to basically, I pushed this in with my thumb right there, and then you can, while you're pushing, you separate and pull them apart like that. I just don't have 3 hands right now. And then you get that connection undone. You're gonna plug this end right here into the one right here, and this one is gonna go on the other one right there, and then we'll plug in our screen, just test everything and see how it's working. So just to show you all exactly how I do it when I'm done, I plug in that first one that I was saying on the left, and then I tuck it back down in here, the entire thing connection, and then I run the next one up here to basically, I'll seal this connection for y'all, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But when you push in the white, you can put that cover back on. want to make sure you put these back on, and that cover will just snap right back into place. You'll jump up here. We're going to grab the screen for you, plug it in, power it on, make sure everything's working to par. So now that we've gotten bottom piece snap back on, again, that's a completely different wire. Don't worry about that. You will not have that wire. But snap it back into place. See, it's back to normal. We fished these wires up. Make sure you have that cap on there for the power on there. And you'll take this one right here, and it's gonna go directly in here, like so. And it'll just snap right into place like that. We're gonna take that other one, that black one, and it's going to meet up with this one. Show you that. And I'm gonna put my camera down real quick so I can snap it into place, but you can see it's pretty easy. Snaps that into place, and the screen should immediately light up. Right after you snap those two into place, you just want to put the wires back down in there. And yeah, we're gonna put the wires down there. We'll snap it back into place like we did in the beginning, and then we'll run through a couple things on the screen themselves. So we fished the wires back down through here, and you're gonna have one snapping point there, another one on the other side, and then two up top where these metal brackets are. So as long as you, when you're putting it on there and snapping it in, you make sure you look behind and have no wires get in between those spaces, you should be good. I'll show you that process. Just a moment. So I've got camera situated. The mount doesn't fit very well in. So we're gonna be able to snap this into place pretty easily here. Once you have those wires back there, once you hear that cover for the new screen snap into place, you'll be good to go. Feels pretty good. We're in the US, so we immediately went into the settings and changed the temperature to Fahrenheit. It was on Celsius from the factory. But yeah, essentially this is what you've got. You've got different modes. You can change your temp. You can go into the heated seats, I should say. You can go into basically control the rear seat, you know, and yeah, I mean, it seems pretty intuitive. Got Netflix, YouTube. I was already able to slide down, hold down there, and I pulled up all of our Wi-Fi's. Had no problem with that. Connected that, and straight into YouTube. And here's our channel. You know, it seems pretty responsive, pretty quick. Doesn't take much time to load.
Hey everyone, it's Full Self-Driven back again with another video.
You know,
It is November 2nd.
pretty good quality for what it is.
On 2020.
But overall, you know, we'll give feedback and we'll let you know how we like it over time. Mainly my son and my girl will be using it. But, you know, any of the passengers will ask their opinion. I won't be using it much because I'm not really in the rear seat very often. But, you know, thanks again for everyone who's tuned in and watched this far. If you like this video, comment down below. If any questions or comments you have, give us a thumbs up if you liked the video. You've got you know, CarPlay link, different apps. You've got a Play Store, so you can go into there, download other applications, and yeah, seems like a pretty nifty device. I will link in the description a website, Hansshow, where you can get said screen or other accessories. I'll put a link in my description, like I said, which will give you a 22% discount or so. I think they'll take it up to around 25 or so around the holidays, sometimes 30%. But that being said, we'll put that code down below as well with links to the screen and other products they sell. Thanks again for everyone who tuned in. Until next time, peace. I want to show one more thing this H86 screen from Hansshow can do. It's pretty cool. So if you go into here, you can tap and hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Try to be quiet, see if it'll pick it up, show you what it's doing. Essentially, it's filling my lumbar support and then letting the air go slowly in different sections to sort of give you the impression of a massage seat, which it's honestly not too bad. I just sat in the front a second ago and tested it out when I realized that this screen had that feature, and it is cool. Let me say that. To say the least, it is very cool. Thanks again for everyone who tuned in. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, comment down below. Appreciate it. Until next time.